Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are in the smithing cave that we built last time, smithing up a whole bunch of kelp from our kelp farm. And I think because we are on episode 10, it might be fun to do a little bit of exploring. So one thing we can take care of is actually updating this map, because you can see it's pretty out of date. I mean, none of this really is here anymore. We've got the pier extending all the way out there, and then we've got a big mountain right where those trees are. So I think we should definitely take care of updating this. And I think it might be good for us to take a look at what everybody else on the server is doing, because right now we've really mostly been focusing on our base. And this is an SMP, so there are a lot of other people here that are doing some pretty cool stuff. But first, let's take care of this. I want to update it to what the actual base is looking like now. We don't even have the plank over on the ship there. I don't even remember when I updated this last. And I think it would be fun for us to still showcase the old map, so I'm going to put it right around here. I think that looks pretty good for now, but I guess now we have to make more compasses and do a little bit more map making, so let's go and do that. And I want to showcase this time the mushroom build that we did a couple of episodes ago, so I'm actually going to make a 3x3 map this time instead. It's a little bit bigger, and I don't think that that's going to be a problem, but we're still going to start out in that corner there and kind of work our way up. And I don't actually know how big of a space this is going to be, so I guess we'll kind of figure that out. But if we go over here, I think there's a crafting table right there. We can make 9 maps, and I guess we'll start with this bottom corner here. Yeah, that didn't change much from the other one, so I think we will just continue on with this. That mountain looks so cool, and hopefully we can fit everything in this range. I'm going to take this one just as a bit of a reference to know where I'm going. And unfortunately, it looks like the mushrooms are just barely out of frame, so we might have to do something else to this area just to make it stand out a bit more on the map. But we've got everything in place now, so it's just a matter of matching up where they're supposed to go. Let's see, I think that one's there. So this is a really cool spot. I love how this has come out so far. I think that this portion of the map looks really cool, and once we add in more of those buildings, that will be even better. I like that you can even see the top of the rocket shop sign, and the smithing building looks pretty cool as well. You even get the little chimney. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think this will be good to kind of map our progress as we go throughout the season. And oh, I didn't even notice that this whole spot over here is the cave, and it looks so cool with all of the moss on top. I love the way that the moss shows up on the map. So I think we're going to try to do this probably every 10 episodes just to keep things up to date, and it'll be fun to see all of the progress that we can make. But now that that's taken care of, how about we go pay a little visit to Butts? But we're actually going to be focusing on this building right here. So this is where she's keeping all of her villagers, and right now her villager breeder is on this floor. And if you know anything about villagers, it's impossible to move these guys once they're in place. Like, you do not want to have to deal with that. So, to get the villagers from down here up, I think it's 2 or 3 floors. Yeah, this is where her zombie is. She is just using pistons right now to kind of push them all up, and then she's moving them over and then pushing them up again. And I think we can actually make this a little bit easier. And we're here in my redstone testing world to kind of show you what the plan is for this. I did have to plan this out ahead of time. This isn't something that I think I could have figured out beforehand. So this is a system for launching villagers up floors. So we have our villager here in the minecart right on top of the slime block, and it has a 7-tick, I think it's 7-tick at least, delay between when we push up the slime block and when that slime block is retracted and pushed back. So when we hit this, you can hear that little note tick right there, and it just pulls the slime block back and then pushes the villager up and then pushes it back in place to catch him. Overall, it works really well, and it is pretty much the same on each level. When you get to the top here, I don't have one here, but this should do what we need it to do in the tower. And the best part about all of this is it's pretty slim. So this is only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 blocks long this way, and then 4 blocks total in width, except for the bottom floor, which is 5, but we can probably even move some stuff around there to get it to fit. So I'm really happy with this design. It took probably 2 or 3 hours to come up with, but I think that this will do more than enough for what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm actually done with putting in the redstone for this, but I got a surprise visitor. Butts came by to help me out with something, because in the process of doing this, I actually broke part of her villager breeder. So we are moving some villagers around so that we can actually get some of them upstairs, just to clear out the system a bit. And we're going to have our first test run of this, so it should just be a matter, I want to push this so that there's only one guy going up there at a time. And just put something there maybe. We'll do that. Okay, so in theory, this should push them all the way up, and then we can press the buttons to get them up there. Let me just check the redstone for it really quickly. And this one looks good. Okay, so I think once we pull this lever... Oh, it's going the wrong way. Okay, there, one more try. There we go. We'll push. So it should be in place now. And then I think... But if you want to come over here, take a look at the flight. So we just hit this button. And there it goes. Up on the next floor. So then we can walk up there. I think this is all good. If you want to press the button. There we go. He's all the way up there. I think that that's all working now. So we just need to put the rest of the outside on this. And then we should be all good to go. So we've fixed the whole situation. This should be good to go again. And we have managed to get pretty much everybody up in place. These 5 guys are still down in 5? 6 guys are still down here. So, yep, we are good to go with this. I put in all of the layers and everything down here. Let me get a quick shot of the whole thing. I do actually still need to put in that second layer, but I think that that's fine for now. I left most of the blocks that I was using, and it kind of fits with the same theme as the other layers, so you can still fly through it and everything. It's just a little bit more wide so that we can fit all the redstone for this. But I think that this building on its own looks really cool. I think the plan for it is to go all the way up to the build limit, because I know that there's an achievement for trading with a villager at build limit. So that'll be fun to be able to do once this whole thing is complete, hopefully. But there's so many other cool builds over here too. I mean, if you look at this castle one, this one is really cool. It's got all of her super smelters and everything inside. And I think some of her villagers used to live around here before they got zombified or something. But yeah, it's really cool. I love the style of it. I think the idea with a lot of these builds is that she wants to take kind of the base villager buildings that are there and just build them up and really make them expand on them a lot more. And so this one, she took these 2 very basic buildings and put the larger building behind it, and same over there with the purple terracotta, which purple terracotta is an amazing block. Overall, I really love the style that she's gone with, and the builds are really cool. Look at that detail work. Oh my god, I just noticed that window actually. That looks so cool. I never would have thought to use acacia and bricks together for a window design, but I mean, especially with the blue wood, but that really works well with this building. But while we're here, let's just go take another quick stop over at Jelly's base, because she's starting to build some stuff up too. I love this little hut over here that she's got as her starter base. I think that the campfire on the top is a nice touch. Jelly usually spends most of the time that she's on going out on adventures and taking care of shipwrecks. I'm pretty sure every single shipwreck within like 1,000 blocks of here is completely looted because of her. But we're not going to stick around our base for too long because we actually have another thing to take care of. We're over here now at Crow's base because she has a project that she's been working on that she asked me to help out with a little bit. So she's working on this battle dome pretty much. So it's kind of like the Hunger Games or something like that, where you can have a couple of people in here fighting for things. Maybe we can do objectives or something like that. But she has this area right here that she actually wants to terraform and make look like more of a cave. So this is like the entrance to everything. And I've already done a little bit of work down here, just smoothing out this hill a bit more and helping out with some of this staircase. But we're going to focus mostly on the inside of that entrance up there, so helping to make this look more of a grand entrance. I think we're going to jump into a time lapse to take care of that, and I'm excited to see what we can come up with. She's kind of given me free reign over most of this area, and I might actually need to go grab a beacon now that I think about it. There's a lot of stone to take care of over here. Wow, I love how this turned out. I opened it up quite a bit more, and I think that the size of it works really well now. Having the staircase much more centered looks a lot more natural and kind of gives a better opening to the dome. And then I also uncovered this mob spawner, this zombie spawner here, which should be fun for us to do a little bit of redstone with Crow a little bit later. I know that she has some plans for this. In fact, in the meantime, while I've been editing that time-lapse, she has come and set up a little lectern here with a book. Oh, and apparently I've been signed up already. So, that should be fun. I guess we are... sign up form special... Okay. I guess we're going to be fighting Sam at some point in here. That should be pretty good. We've done that before, and I think he actually won that, but I love how this came out. I love the lava. The lava's a nice touch, and I've talked to Crow, and she is a big fan of the lava as well. You notice that I set it up so that it connects over here. So there's a lava pool up at the top, and then that drains down into this smaller lava pool. And I kind of left it open so that she could figure out kind of what she wanted to do with this area, set up some stands or something. I tried to set up some like distinct areas, I guess. So we've got the lava pool, and then there's that little cove kind of thing over here. So she could set up some barrels or chests or really anything over there. Armor stands could be fun. Overall, I think this is 1,000 times better. And I'm excited to see this once everything is all set up and see what she manages to do with this. But there's one thing left in this episode that I want to take care of, and it involves a whole bunch of wool. We've been getting a lot from our spider farm, just combining all that string into wool. And I know that at least Jolly needs another pirate banner, so I think I'll just make a bunch of those for now, and maybe we'll go around and hand those out to some people as some like advertising or something for the shops in the area. If I can find my skull charge, there it is. Oh, I don't actually remember how it goes. I guess it's black on white, right? I don't know if I have enough ink sacs for that. We might need to go talk to Sam at some point soon. So we kind of have to pick and choose who we are going to give these to. But since we've got 3 banners and 3 other people on the crew, I think we'll just drop these off at their houses. So we're going to go visit Jelly, we're going to go visit Butts again, and then we're going to have to go pretty far to go visit Sam to drop off his. But we haven't gone and seen Sam for a little bit, and he's been putting some work in. If you haven't checked out his videos, you definitely should. But he has been working on his kind of villager trading area quite a bit. I mean, that's certainly new. That is... Oh, wow, look at this river, too. Let's go all the way down. Wonder if he made a... He did make a little waterfall. That's cool. I like that he did like the mossy cobblestone all along the side, and it actually comes from an actual water source up at the top, so that's cool. That's really nice. I like that. So we'll just leave his banner right out front. I think that's somewhere that he'll notice it. And then I also have a special request for him. He has quite a few dye farms. I think he's trying to get all of them this season. And I need a lot of black dye for more banners. So I've got 1 bulk order of black dye at his earliest convenience for that, and then I'll also pay for whatever he requests for it. But I think that will be really handy for being able to get many more banners. I want to at least have somewhere in the cove that you can pick up a banner if you need it. I don't necessarily think that we need to keep delivering them every single time, but it would be nice if we could have a larger amount of these on hand. Especially considering people like to put them on their shields and everything, and those wear out pretty quick if you don't put mending or something on them. So I think it'll be handy for us to have something like that in the future. But that's going to do it for me today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We had a good time doing a little bit of a world tour here. And actually, there might be one more person that we should go visit. And that is Flying Pringle Bats. Him and his brother are making a floating platform with a tower on it. So that's going to be pretty fun. I know that they put in a lot of work, but I think they're also doing another project somewhere else, so I have no idea where that is. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, giving the video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye!